Hi, how you doing? Mark Brouker here in San Diego, California, founder and president of Brouker Leadership Solutions. Hey, I got to just share something with you. This morning, this weekend's edition of the Wall Street Journal had a really nice piece by Peggy Noonan, and the title of it is "Americans Need Hope as Well as Safety." And the end of it, she says, "People need hope. Americans live on it." And I read that. I said, "Man, that's beautiful." So now maybe think about leadership's role again during this COVID thing. We kind of talked about it, but I don't know, man. I just got to say it again. So the other thing that was kind of cool this week, yesterday, matter of fact, we celebrated the 75th anniversary of VE Day, Victory in Europe over the tyranny of Nazism and whatnot in World War II. And interestingly enough, at the 50th anniversary, thereabouts, we were about a year off from that. We lived in France in 1996 during the summer, and we got to talk to a lot of French folks, and they were still young enough then that they could recall very vividly what it was like when Americans liberated them back in 1944 after the D-Day invasion. And what was fascinating is this one gentleman I'll never forget. We're on Patton Highway, and literally call that because that's where Patton's tanks rolled down when we were liberating parts of Normandy. And he said it wasn't the tanks that gave him hope. It wasn't the airplanes. It wasn't the artillery, all the armaments that he saw. He goes, what really amazed him was when these Americans walked down that highway. And he remember telling me they walked right down this highway. He was 10 years old. He said it was the optimism, the confidence, the smiles. He goes, I'll just never forget that. You Americans are just always so optimistic and so can-do. You get things done. And man, that just inspired me. And I thought about Peggy's piece today. And the other thing he said was kind of interesting is when you go traveling around, it's the summer of '96, he goes, you listen for laughter. And when you go follow that laughter, he goes, I guarantee it'll be Americans. And I started doing that. Mount St. Michel, the Louvre, different places we visited that summer. We'd go, I'd listen for the laughter. I'd go find the laughter. And sure enough, it was Americans. So in this COVID thing, man, we've got to keep upbeat. We've got to keep our optimism, can-do, hope. That's what's going to get us through it. And that's what Americans have always exuded. And now we can't let this thing defeat us. We must maintain our optimism, can-do, entrepreneurial spirit and whatnot. We're going to get through this thing. There's no doubt in my mind. Maybe this is the nadir. I'm praying it is. Hopefully we get some therapies and the vaccine thing going. But for leaders, people are following you. They're watching you. They're watching you intently, especially now. You must have an optimistic, can-do attitude. And we'll talk about some of the things that are some hindrances to that probably the next time we talk. But right now, I'm going to let you go. Thanks so much for listening, and stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you next time out here.